You know this feeling: the awkward grip, the knuckles turning white, the rigid metal digging into your palm, while you try to force a tool to do the one thing it was supposedly built to do. In 1990, retired entrepreneur Sam Farber watched his wife struggle to peel apples for a tart. Because of her mild arthritis, the standard metal peeler required a level of grip strength and precision that her joints could no longer provide without pain. The tool required the user to adapt to its shape, rather than the other way around. To find a solution, Farber bypassed the drafting table. He took a raw block of modeling clay and pressed it into her hand, observing how her fingers naturally curled and where the pressure points sat. He molded the clay until the handle matched the physical reality of her grip. This became the OXO Good Grips peeler. Its squat, rubbery handle ignored the aesthetic trends of the 1990s kitchenware market. Every millimeter of its chunky shape was dictated by the specific requirements of the human hand under tension. The designer does not begin with some preconceived idea, noted art director Paul Rand. Rather, the idea is the result of careful study and observation, and the design a product of that idea. This approach treats design as an empirical investigation into human behavior. It moves the conversation away from how a product looks and toward how effectively it functions for the person using it. We are going to apply that same level of observation to your current project. Clear your workspace and open your notebook to a fresh page. We've drawn card 21 from the deck, Design. We're moving past the surface-level visuals of your business and looking at the mechanics that actually drive your customer experience. For an entrepreneur, design is not a collection of fonts or brand colors. It is the invisible architecture of your customer experience. It is the specific sequence of events that takes a person from having a problem to receiving your solution. The card defines the target. Good design is simple, intuitive, and self-explanatory. If navigation requires thought, the design fails. It adds, pencil on paper will help you think through a lot. Start with the core, then layer on style. Consider a new meal prep delivery business. It's easy to focus on high-definition photos of salmon or a developer to build a site with smooth animations. But the core work happens on a sheet of paper. It's mapping the exact steps a tired parent takes at 6 p.m. on a Tuesday to select a meal and pay for it. The design is found in the removal of every extra click and every confusing menu option. To help with this, the card suggests an inspiration folder, but instead of collecting visual aesthetics, you are collecting functional mechanics. You might save the Domino's tracker for the way it sets customer expectations, or Uber's one-click payment because it removes friction from the final decision. If your core process is confusing when sketched out with a pencil, no amount of polished digital interface will make it work for the customer. Look at the actionable prompts in the dark section at the bottom of the card. You have 2 paths to choose from today. Have you proactively sought inspiration from other businesses, or have you created prototypes and watched customers interact with them? Pause this video now, set a 5-minute timer on your phone, and commit to one of these actions in your notebook. Decide exactly what you will observe or what you will prototype next. Welcome back. If you chose to prototype, you might feel a hesitation to show your work to a customer until it looks professional. There is a counterintuitive logic to testing. As the polish of a prototype increases, the quality of honest feedback tends to drop. When you hand a customer a finished-looking product, they often hold back criticism to be polite. But a rough, low-fidelity mock-up, something clearly drawn by hand, invites the user to be more critical and honest about how the process actually feels. Business design is about solving problems through evidence, not painting a masterpiece. Start with the observation, find where the friction is, and build the solution from there.